watching Big Lou Barbecue and things I want to do. It's hot out here, y'all, and I'm gonna be grilling up some steaks on my little old Smokey 14, and I'm gonna be reviewing it with some bamboo charcoal, organic bamboo charcoal. I don't know why they'd be using any kind of things that weren't organic to grow bamboo. Bamboo grows back. I just dropped the bag. Bamboo grows back in about 3 months, all right? So you're not deforesting anything by using bamboo charcoal. Look, I'm a charcoal snob. I've used a lot of different types of charcoal, premium briquettes and cheap briquettes. Hardwood lump charcoal from the US, hardwood lump charcoal from South America. I've used the Bichitan Japanese charcoal that burns real hot. I've used a lot of different kinds of charcoal, compressed charcoals and stuff like that, but I don't remember ever using bamboo charcoal before. I'm interested in trying it. I saw it in Galveston this past weekend. Look, if you want to find out more about Jamaican James organic charcoal, he's not actively marketing it right now. He's shut down his bamboo farms in Jamaica. He's looking for a US supplier of bamboo, from what I understand, preferably in Texas, but maybe, you know, the United States somewhere. And but he's an interesting guy, and I interviewed him in a video you'll be able to see in the iCard right about there. If I put the iCard up, it'll certainly be linked down below. And I had a great talk to him, and then I met him at breakfast the next morning. He said, you know what, Lou, come by and get a couple, 3 bags. So I went by there. I was only gonna take 2. They gave me 3. He offered me more, but anyway, this is enough for a review. I want to find out about it. Look, but he's still selling it. If you are in the Southeast Texas area, you're near Galveston or whatever, want to take a drive down there to Galveston, he has some in his warehouse he can get you. But overall, I'm just going to make this a review of bamboo charcoal. Is it worth making charcoal out of bamboo? For those of you who don't know, charcoal is simply carbon, and it's made from wood that you burn in a low oxygen or almost no oxygen environment. I know it sounds really stupid to say no oxygen. There's got to be a little, but the wood, all the stuff in the wood kind of burns out. It turns to this black carbon, and you can make charcoal out of just about anything. I have even used charcoal made out of corn stalks before and compressed into briquettes. All right, briquettes are made out of sawdust of various types of woods. You can even you can't cook with pine, but you can make charcoal with pine. Did you know that? Because you burn out all the other stuff and you're left with carbon. But there's always a little something. So each flavor and each type of wood of charcoal burns a little different. Some burn hotter, some burn colder, some burn whatever. I didn't say I'd recommend making charcoal out of pine. I just said you could do it. So I'm making charcoal out of bamboo. Bamboo's not really a woody plant. It's a grass, basically, you know, but it's a wood type grass. It grows back in 90 days. So if you can make charcoal out of bamboo, you're not deforesting South American rainforest and stuff. And hardwoods, American hardwoods, oak, pecan, all that stuff, take 15 to 20 years to grow a tree. So sounds like a good idea. Can we use bamboo charcoal? I'm gonna test it out on 3 steaks. I got 2 New York strips and a cowboy ribeye. We're gonna do it on my old Smokey 14. Let's get it going. All right, I'm gonna be starting this with a paraffin wax ball and some brown paper from an empty bag of, can't see the flame, is it burning? Yes, it is. All right, and I'm going to set this chimney right on top of it. I didn't fill the chimney all the way up for this little grill, but this is what it looks like, okay? Some pieces are quite big pieces of the bamboo cane, and some are smaller, but it's in these flat curved pieces like cane. All right, let that get going. I didn't fill the chimney all the way up. I tried my little smaller mini chimney for this grill, which I usually use for briquettes, but the shape of this bamboo, I don't think I just could get enough into that mini chimney. So we're gonna use this. I gotta tell you, I did not expect this to be ready this soon. It's probably been less than 10 minutes. If I was guessing 8 minutes, don't get me to lying, but I only went inside and scrubbed the grill grate in the sink. How long does it take to clean a grill grate, you know? And this charcoal's already ready to dump. I tell you what, that charcoal's putting out some serious heat. Let's see where we are, 977, 913, 854, 880, 978. I can't hold my gun over to 945. Depending on where I'm shooting at. Right there at the gray spot, too high. I think it tops out at 1,200, but maybe it tops out at 1,000. I don't know. Look, I had one of those gas grills. One of those companies sent me a gas grill to try out last January, and they wanted 3 videos with it. I made 7. It had one of those fancy sear burners for steaks. I never even used it. I turned it on once to see how hot it got. It got about that hot. All right, there's a cowboy ribeye right there. Here's a New York strip. You can see about how thick it is right there. And here's another New York strip. And if you want to see how thick it is, I'll show it to you with my radar gun. That's about how thick they are, okay? So anyway, let's get these strips and cowboy ribeye on here pretty good. And we'll see how this charcoal cooks. Can you just hear that? Woo! Sounds good. Smells good too. The bamboo charcoal doesn't have much of a smell. There's a different odor than hardwoods, but it's not unpleasant or weird or, you know, chemical. It's just real like clean burn. All right, steaks this thick, charcoal that hot. I doubt I'm going to get pretty grid lines on it. I'm probably just going to get one of those all over sears that real steak aficionados like. They don't really like the grid lines. Yep, you can see it's already doing that. So there's really no point in turning it a quarter turn, but I'm going to do that anyway, and I don't have room for that one, do I? You go here, you go there, you go here. We'll just kind of turn you about like that. There we go. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm getting flare-ups. That's not good. I'm going to turn the steaks over and put the lid on and stop the flare-ups. All right, I think it's time to get these steaks off of here. I just checked them. Now that side looks pretty good. Not too bad. I just think they're going to be a little overcooked if I don't pull them off now, you know? Okay, I'm showing you the prettier side of these steaks, the side that doesn't have the sear. Of course, there's the one that has the sear where it flared up. That charcoal got really hot, really quick, and I wasn't watching. Let's see how we do. I think these are overdone, but the steak seems tender. Yeah, we're at medium well. I like a medium rare. There's some pink there, but I'm at medium well. Got hotter than I wanted it to be. Let's try a strip. Close to well done, but you know what? Yeah, that's good right there. I know the light's kind of iffy on the pink, but that's a good medium. Certainly not medium rare, but that's a good medium. So I'm happy with that. Well, it's next morning. Let's take a look at the aftermath. Now, Old Smokies aren't exactly known for being the tightest sealing grills around, but you know, I did shut it up. So let's see how much charcoal we got left. Oh, we got plenty left. This isn't ash. That's still solid pieces. It's very fibrous, like James showed me in the thing. But yeah, I could reuse that. Just like hardwood charcoal, I think I could reuse it. So anyway, there's the aftermath. As you see, there's plenty left from just cooking those 3 steaks. Well, it's the next morning. And as I just showed you the charcoal there, plenty's left. I'll be able to reuse it. Look, I knew that bamboo got hot, all right? I'm doing a video. I'm a dad. I've got pets. I've got things going on. I let myself get distracted when it was on that first side, and I let it flare up. It wasn't the charcoal flaring up. It was the drippings, you know, that were flaring up. But there's a lot of drippings because that charcoal was so hot. Of course, I could control the charcoal heat by, you know, vent system and stuff on the grill. And, you know, I was able to damp it down with the lid a little bit. But I knew that charcoal got hot. That was mea culpa. That's Latin for, is my fault, right? It's my bad, Joe. Anyway. When it comes to ribeyes and New York strips, I'm a medium rare guy. I'm not always a medium rare guy. It depends on the cut of meat. You know, some of them, sirloins are fine at medium for me. You know, some cuts, I'm a medium well guy, but ribeyes and New York strips, I'm a medium rare guy, and I overcooked them from what I wanted. But many people like them medium and medium well, and those steaks would have been perfect for you. Hey, they still tasted good. They had a great flavor. They just really did. There wasn't any bamboo flavor. There wasn't any I don't know what bamboo flavor would be. It wasn't any off-putting flavors. There wasn't anything like that. They just tasted like really good steaks. I just overcooked them a little bit. Got that one side really, really kind of seared. Like I said, mea culpa. Hey, I really enjoyed the bamboo charcoal. Look, I'm gonna end this video here. That's my review of the bamboo charcoal. If you didn't watch that marathon long video of the old Smokey throwdown where I interviewed Jamaican Jim, who makes this, when I did the intro to this video at the beginning, I didn't know if I still had that footage. I still have that footage. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this review video right here, but I'm gonna tack on to the end that footage of his interview. So if you haven't seen that yet, you might wanna keep watching to find out a little bit more about this charcoal if you're interested in it. But I'm just gonna tack that video on here. And so if you haven't seen that long video, you can see the interview with Jamaican Jim coming up right now. All right, this is Jim. He's entering the competition, but as you can see, he's got Grill and Green, Jamaican Jim's products. Tell us a little bit about what that is.
Well, we're using bamboo charcoal. Bamboo charcoal is organic.
Keep talking loud. I'm going to show this over here.
Okay, it's a product that it's all natural. When you cut down a bamboo stalk, it grows back in 90 days. So we're not deforesting anything. We're not using chemicals. It's naturally organic. We basically take the bamboo, dry it out, put it in a kiln, it becomes charcoal. And when you cook with it, it burns hotter and faster with no smoke or flame. It's basically a radiant heat at that point there. So it's a very good product to cook on. It's a renewable resource, and it's a product that we've been using for years now and enjoyed very much.
How can people get Grill and Green charcoal?
Well, we basically have shut down the business because I'm retired now. But if you live in Galveston, you can look me up on my Facebook page, Jamaican Jim Products, and message me. I do have product in our warehouse still that I'm happy to sell to someone, whoever wants to use it at that point. We may bring it back later on, but right now we're just taking a break. We did shut down our farm in Jamaica. We're looking at creating a bamboo farm here in Texas. We're working on that right now.
It should grow well here in South Texas.
Bamboo grows everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not picky at all about where it grows.
Well, I know they grow pretty good in New Iberia, Louisiana at the Tabasco plant. And I was down there a few years ago, and they got lots of bamboo growing, so it should grow here too. So,
you want to see how it looks like, the bamboo itself?
Yes. Take a look at that old Smokey Jumbo 22 right there.
Here's the bamboo here. And you can see
it's in shards.
Right, you can see the fibers in the wood. That what holds the bamboo together. So it doesn't. There's no accelerant. So it's long burning, long lasting itself.
It smells fantastic too.
You want to take a look here? This is actually, I got fire going now. I'm gonna glove on here. And again, you'll see there's no smoke. It's a radiant heat coming through.
Oh, guys, there's no smoke coming out of that. But I'm telling you what, 1, 2, 3. That's about all I can stand.
And I got to cut.
That's some good heat coming on there.
Yeah,
so.
your damper, the whole smoke. I can monitor the burn rate.
That'll sear that spam. So.
Yeah.
Are you here by yourself?
No, I got some friends coming, but I'm the guy. I'm Jamaican Jim.
All right.
Known as Papa Jim to my grandkids.
Papa Jim. And Jim. Papa Jim.
Yeah. I lived in Jamaica about 15 years.
You lived where?
In Jamaica.
In Jamaica?
We have a home in Port Antonio out that way, so we're always back and forth. But I'm retired now in Galveston.
You're retired in Galveston?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a good place to retire to. This is my first trip to Galveston, but I'll tell you what, I've really enjoyed it.
So yes, a lot of history. I grew up in Annapolis, Maryland, so it reminds. That's why I moved here, because it reminds.
My stepfather was from Maryland.
There you go.
Not too far. He grew up on the Potomac up there in Maryland.
There you go. Awesome. Beautiful part of the country.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you.
Stop back later on for some samples of food.
Organic Jamaican bamboo charcoal. If you live in Galveston, you can get you some. Check them out on Facebook.